Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're unpacking the extraordinary evolution of Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, few athletes in history have ever achieved the sheer level of success, fame, and overall influence that he has. But, this isn't just your standard sports recap. This is a story that proves unmatched success doesn't just happen by accident, right? It comes from relentless discipline, towering ambition, and a work ethic that literally refuses to quit. So if you've ever wondered what it actually takes to reach the absolute peak of human performance, you are definitely in the right place. Let's get into it. Okay, let's just take a step back and look at this stark contrast, because this trajectory almost defies logic. It's a journey that starts out on a tiny isolated island and stretches all the way to the absolute pinnacle of the global sporting world. It's honestly a brilliant case study in how raw talent, when paired with unstoppable determination, can overcome practically any geographical limitation. All right, let's dive into Section 1, Roots of a Legend, the Boy from Madeira. Now, what's really fascinating here is the sheer magnitude of his journey. Just imagine starting your life in a super modest household, completely far removed from all the glitz and glamour of elite European football. Fast forward to today, and he's a global superstar, literally one of the highest goal scorers in the entire history of the sport. The juxtaposition of these two realities really highlights the massive chasm he had to cross. Success wasn't handed to him. It was built, day by grueling day, right there on that small island. So how did he build that foundation? It really happened in three critical phases. Step one was just this obsessive early passion for the game. From a super young age, she was totally consumed by it. And that drive led right into step two, outgrowing Madeira entirely and joining Sporting CP's youth academy to truly hone his craft. Then finally, step three, catching the world's eye. His incredible speed and dazzling dribbling at Sporting very quickly attracted the attention of the continent's absolute biggest scouts. Moving right along to Section 2, the Manchester United breakthrough, forging a global superstar. Let's track this for a second. This timeline maps out a trajectory that is, well, nothing short of phenomenal. From being a youth prospect at Sporting CP in 2002, he makes this massive leap to Manchester United in 2003, then heads to Real Madrid in 2009, and eventually Juventus in 2018. He didn't just coast in Europe's most demanding leagues. He actively sought out the highest possible levels of pressure and competition at every single stage of his career, just constantly pushing his own ceiling higher and higher. A massive, absolutely crucial inflection point happened during that 2003 to 2009 window at Manchester United. Legendary manager Sir Alex Ferguson brought the young Portuguese star to England, and under Ferguson's mentorship, his raw, kind of unpolished talent was forged into true greatness. We're talking an era marked by multiple Premier League titles, a UEFA Champions League victory, and ultimately securing his very first Ballon d'Or in 2008. His spectacular goals, dazzling skills, and an unmatched, frankly almost intimidating work ethic turned him into a household name all over the world. Which brings us to Section 3. Ruling at Real Madrid, the peak of the mountain. 2009, this was a completely pivotal year. He makes this monumental move to Real Madrid, commanding what was then a world record transfer fee. I mean, imagine the sheer weight of expectation that comes with being the most expensive player in the sport's history. Most players would probably crumble under that kind of immense pressure. But Ronaldo? He didn't just meet those expectations, he completely redefined what was possible. 4. Driven by this completely relentless desire to become the club's all-time leading scorer, a feat he absolutely crushed by scoring hundreds of goals. His prime in Spain yielded an astonishing 4 UEFA Champions League titles for Real Madrid alone, along with a massive collection of multiple Ballon d'Or awards. He transformed from a phenomenal winger into the ultimate ruthless goal-scoring machine, dominating European football in a way very, very few ever have. Let's move to Section 4, Triumphs and Global Influence, the Veteran and the Patriot. Ronaldo's legacy isn't just confined to one club or one single league. Moving to Juventus, he went on to conquer Italy, winning Serie A titles and breaking even more records. Then came his highly emotional return to Manchester United in 2021 that absolutely delighted fans globally. But perhaps most importantly, he's been the enduring, iconic face of his nation for over 2 decades. Captain in Portugal to a historic victory in the 2016 UEFA European Championship, and later winning the Nations League, truly cemented his legacy not just as a club great, but as a genuine national hero. But stepping off the pitch for a moment, his impact expands literally everywhere. While he's undoubtedly a sporting legend, he has masterfully translated that success into a bunch of other spheres. He's a global entrepreneur with numerous business ventures. He's an extremely active philanthropist, dedicating significant time and resources to charitable work. And, of course, he's a total social media icon, leveraging one of the largest audiences on the planet to build a brand that transcends the sport itself. And finally, Section 5, a record-breaking legacy, the anatomy of greatness. So what actually makes up this unique playing style? How has he consistently performed at the absolute highest level for over 20 years? Well, it's a perfect storm of physical and mental attributes. You've got incredible athleticism, powerful shooting from basically anywhere on the pitch, elite heading ability where he seemingly just hangs in the air forever, blistering speed combined with lethal, predatory goal-scoring instincts. He painstakingly built his body and mind to excel at every single metric required to score goals. Which brings us to this incredibly powerful takeaway. Cristiano Ronaldo's story is not just about football, guys. Whether you follow the sport or not, this quote right here distills his true legacy perfectly. It is about discipline, ambition, perseverance, and the belief that greatness can be achieved through hard work. This is a masterclass for all of us. It urges us to ask ourselves, how can we apply that exact same level of relentless dedication, that refusal to be outworked, to our own lives and our own personal goals? Which leaves us with one final major thought to ponder today. From the small island of Madeira to worldwide stardom, Cristiano Ronaldo has inspired millions and permanently etched his name among the greatest legends in history. But as he secures this monumental legacy, we kind of have to wonder, who is out there right now, watching, learning, and harboring the drive to follow in these massive footsteps? Who will be the next to match his relentless pursuit of greatness? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. I really hope this breakdown sparks some inspiration for your own journey. Keep learning,